Welcome to this video. In this session, I'm going to talk about drawing templates. As we know, the drawing templates are very critical. We just have to give enough information for the fabricator to fabricate the materials and the marking plan for erection. So when it comes to the drawing templates, the one thing which I have seen very common, even for a minor change, you create a new drawing layout. Obviously, if you ask me, you don't have to do that. So that's what I'm just going to go through in this presentation. Single part drawing, assembly drawing, panel drawing, and general arrangement drawing. So in the single part drawing, so I have added these many templates, and in the assembly drawing and cast unit drawing and general arrangement drawing. So you can play around with these templates to get the desired output, including your company logo and the client logo, change the revision descriptions or drawing stamp. Before I get to the demo, let me just show you the drawing layout first. I prefer to keep 2 or 3 layouts so that it will be easy for me to make a quick change. Just for an example, in the single part drawing, I use A3 for shaft and A4 for plates. And in the assembly drawing, A1, A2 and A3. And cast unit drawing, again A1, A2 and A3. These are the 3 drawing layouts that I use. And for the GA drawings, A0, A1, A2 and A3. That actually helps me to manage the drawing layout even if I have to call different information in the drawing sheet. So let's get to the demo. So if I just go to the drawing, let me just go to the document manager and maybe let me just open this drawing. So this is the title block, company logo, client logo, and you can see the drawing status, sheet size, revision table, material list, quantity in phase, and workshop assembly list. Let me start with this workshop assembly list. Sometimes what happens is that the list may go beyond your drawing sheet. In that case, you just have to split this template in maybe a double table format or 3 table format. Let's see how this can be done. So once you double click and open the drawing properties, I'm going to this workshop list. I change this one to double, and I'll keep it on the other screen for clarity. Once I click modify and then refresh this template, you can see it's in 2 table format. Now I'm going to change this one to 3 table format and then modify, come back, change this one. Now you can see the 3 table format. And this drawing stamp, it can be the last revision, or it can be the stamp that you select from the user defined attributes. Just for an example, if I choose revision, the last revision stamp is as built. Here you can see. So once I click modify and then I refresh this drawing sheet, here you can see. If I change this one to a drawing stamp, maybe for information, anything that could be fine. Then I go and refresh this. The client logo system is reading it from the project properties. If I close this one and go to the project properties, you can see the list of clients, and I'm choosing this building. Modify this and click OK. And next time when I open this drawing, it will change the client logo. Now you can see. If the client doesn't have a logo, obviously you can add a text. change this one to name and type the first name and last name, modify and OK. The reason why I have given first name and last name so that it will be clearly readable in the project properties, but here you can see how it displays just to split the client name. This detail, the system is reading the part name. Once you double click and open the template editor, let me just quickly show you. You can see it is actually reading the name. So whatever the name you give it in the model, the system will automatically reflect that information in the drawing sheet. And the next one is, suppose if you create a drawing for the purlin, obviously we will add the purlin note. Again, I don't create a separate layout for that. Just for an example, let me just go and close this one and create a drawing for the purlin, and I'll show you how the system will automatically read that information. Maybe I'm taking any one of this purlin, create drawing and single part drawing. So this is the one. Okay, let me change the proper details. So here you can see, and the system is automatically reading this purlin detail sheet here. Now let me just go to the assembly drawing. So in the assembly drawing, obviously workshop start list and workshop board list, so these two informations will automatically display in the drawing sheet, obviously the purlin sheet. So let me just go to the assembly drawing and open the first drawing now. So this particular beam has got stud, and here you can see it will automatically display that stud table. So we will see the next drawing. So this is the column drawing, and you can see the workshop bolt list because some of the bolts are workshop bolts. Let me just rearrange this one to make it center. Okay, so it's not moving, that's fine. It may be the views may be fixed. Let me just free this one and then arrange drawing views. Let me just go to the next drawing, which is purlin. So this is the purlin drawing, and it is actually reading the purlin detailing sheet. So what generally I do is I just play around with either A1, A2 and A3, and based on the member profile, and if you have workshop board or start list, the system will automatically display that template. So if I quickly go and show you in the template editor, workshop start list, purlin sheet and workshop board list, all these templates are already present in the layout. So what exactly I'm doing with this purlin sheet title? So when I open this one, you can see this information. If it is a purlin or good, the system will automatically display that information. So this is the condition here. So let me just close it. And also, of course, the revision, you can display the last revision or the drawing stamp. And now you can see I got only 6 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the system will display only the last 6 revisions. So on hold, here it says on hold. So if I go to the user defined attributes and change this information to approval, modify and OK, and then refresh, it will automatically change. This general notes is also very critical here because it is actually reading this information from the project notes. For example, if you wanted to add a note for this particular drawing, you can go to the properties and then user defined attributes. So this is supposed to be number 4. So I just go to number 4. Let me just add some notes here. and then modify and close it, and then refresh. So this note is going to display only in this particular drawing, but not in other drawings. Just for an example, if I go back to column, oh sorry, this is the one. So you don't see that note here. Okay, so it's not reading this information correctly. Let me just quickly change with my application. Nothing, it's actually copying that values from model database to the document manager. So the reason why it is external, because this is the code role section, and so when you print out, you can print separately. The next one is cast unit drawing. For panel nodes, obviously we don't have option to separate the nodes for the steel and panels. What I'm saying is, if I just go back to the project properties, drawing nodes, here you can see I cannot use the same information to be displayed on the panel drawing because the informations are totally different. So what I have done is, you can see a separate tab page for the panel nodes. So the information you fill in here, it will automatically reflect in all the panel drawings. But if you need any node to be added for a particular drawing or to be changed, yes, of course, we can use the drawing properties. So if I just go back to the drawing properties now and open the user defined attributes. So I'm going to add some information here. Just modify this and OK. Right click and refresh. So this particular node, it is only for this particular drawing. When I go to the next drawing, it is actually reading all that information from the project panel nodes. So now you can see. So in general arrangement drawing, I have given a lot of options here. You can add a bundle list, cladding list, or assembly list, or member schedule, and also the erection nodes and project north. Let me show you now. Okay, I'm just opening this drawing. So for clarity, I just moved the views out of the drawing sheet, but here you can see it shows the assembly list. Once I double click and open the drawing properties and use the different attributes, I'll keep this window here and move this one out. So you have an option here. You can show the assembly list, bundle list, or member schedule. And let me just take assembly list now because it's already showing. If I wanted to split this table, I choose double and modify and then refresh this. And sometimes what happens is that it may not fit into the drawing sheet because of the number of members in the view or in the drawing sheet. So you can also change this one to 3 table format and then refresh. So the next one is member schedule. Sometimes if you add design group numbering to the members, so you can change this option. It is reading it from this table. So this is the member schedule. So you can have double or 3 table format. And this is the project north. I can select one of them from this drop down list and refresh. So erection nodes, again, if you just wanted to change the erection nodes for any particular drawing sheet, you can use the additional nodes in the GA drawing properties. So just for an example, modify and OK, and then refresh. So here you can see. And if I need a bundle list, I'll change this one to bundle list, modify, and then refresh this template. Of course, you can have this construction stamp or preliminary or tender. So if you need a revision, again, you can choose the revision. The last revision is as built, modify, and then refresh this template. Let me just move this view inside. The view is fixed. With this macro, I can make this placement free and then move this to the drawing sheet. This is one of the 5 different template designs that I have created. This will be quite useful, especially if you are new to Tekla. So you don't have to spend time for creating these templates. If you need any further information, I will be glad to assist you. Feel free to get in touch with me. Thank you for watching this video.